the top four now because I think they're too far in terms of points. Goal difference isn't as good. Form has been terrible, and that is emphasised here with their last 10 results. All competitions, they've lost 7 of them.
Yeah.
Won just 2 and drew against Chelsea. Now, don't get me wrong, some difficult fixtures in there. They're not easy games, some of them, or majority of them. The one that stands out to me is the Everton defeat. I thought that was a really poor performance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But generally, they have seriously tailed off, haven't they?
I mean, even the wins, even the green in Watford and West Ham, they weren't convincing. You know, they were hanging on against West Ham, and against Watford at home, there was 1 goal in it. You know, and they were hanging on there. So it's been a real disappointing last month and a half in terms. I do think that period after Christmas, the fixtures were good. There was a bit of confidence. Players had a bit of freedom. Yep. And I actually think what they've done is reverted back to what they are. I think fatigue. I don't think they're fit enough. Yeah. I 100% don't think they're fit enough. I think what we've seen, if you look back at the Man City game, for instance, or the Chelsea game, the Barcelona game at home, they come flying out the traps, and you think, wow, this is good. This is energy. And then they die. Yeah. They die. They can't keep going for 90 minutes. So I think there's definitely fitness issues within the squad in terms of the personnel.
That's unacceptable, really, isn't it? It's unacceptable for a team not to be fit enough, isn't it?
Whether they're not fit enough in terms of individually, but whether the players just aren't athletic enough to play the type of football that Ollie wants to play. That might be it, or it might be an attitude thing. And in the last, probably, see, Everton was an attitude. It wasn't fitness at Everton. Yeah. That was purely attitude. So I think from a Manchester United fan point of view, I think you would be worried more than any other team in the league in terms of, you think to yourself, Arsenal, if we get some players in, we'll keep improving. Chelsea, we're not far away. United's thinking, we're a million miles away from Liverpool and City. Yeah. Even if we sign Messi, Ronaldo and Varane, it'll take that kind of signing to get United fans to think that they can challenge next year, because at the moment, the points difference, but more importantly, the quality, United are a long way away.
Yeah, talk me through the Chelsea game then. That's the most recent one. Started off again, as you quite rightly say. 20 minutes were bright, weren't they?
Yes, but I think this will be a common theme, I think, in this chat, and it's actually just seeing it now. That there is like...
What is it?
What is it? You know, it's like, if you play Man City, you know it's a structure. There's a structure. Liverpool the same, Tottenham the same. You got Nemanja Matic. Even Chelsea's system, you can see a system there. You can see 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, and 3 up front. With Man United at this moment in time, it's well. Do you know what you know? Where are you playing, Paul? Where are you playing, Juan? Do you know what I mean? And where's the connection with the centre forwards there?
I know what you're saying. It's very high. Just to take that back, it is very high up. I understand that. It was a diamond midfield, wasn't it? So Matic, Mata, tip of the diamond, Herrera on the right, Pogba on the left. So there's your diamond, isn't it? But, there you go. That's your diamond midfield, and there's your 2 up top.
But Matt, I mean, I would say if I wanted a diamond, I would be going, I'd prefer my diamond like that. Because what that gives...
I know, but it's not always perfect.
It gives these centre-forwards room to play. And I know what you're saying, but you're right. They came out the traps, they played with speed.
Tried to play on the front.
They played with a bit of heart and courage. And I thought in the first, probably, 15, 20 minutes in first half, maybe even, I thought United dominated. Yeah. And the problems probably start is that it's fine getting back into shape.
Yeah, but where's the pressing now?
Where's the press? It's too easy.
Now there's no press there now. We've just seen them pressing that first 15, 20 minutes. Now it's just sitting off, but letting them have the ball.
Even when you're back into shape, take it slowly. Ball goes into there. Why can't Juan Mata get up to the ball? Next one. There. Why can't Romelu Lukaku go and sprint to the ball, or Juan Mata sprint to the ball?
What is this fitness? Is this attitude, or is this tactics? What is this?
It may be all three. It might be like now. Why can't Ashley Young
get tight
to the ball? I think it is fitness a little bit. I really do. I think there is a fitness issue there. Now all of a sudden you're thinking this could be a structural thing, because you've got your right back and your centre back
there
out at right back.
Yeah,
that's Herrera, that's Matic, and that's Lindelof and Pogba. So 3 of the midfield are now in the back 4.
Yeah,
3 of the midfield are now in the back 4, which is fine. You sometimes have to dig in. But now all of a sudden, Chelsea, Passes after passes, nobody getting tight. Again, no pressure on the ball. No pressure on the ball again. William has the ball.
Well, the trouble with this as well, when they're sitting back, there isn't really an out ball either. It's just hopeful, isn't it?
It's hopeful. It's impossible for the centre-forwards. And now what you're saying, oh, Rashford
That's
press.
the reason why teams like to dominate possession, isn't it?
I think this, for me, was the biggest worry about structure, is that where are United now?
Yeah.
What system are they playing?
Well, diamond midfield and 2 up front.
Well, you've got Romelu Lukaku at outside left, Rashford at outside right.
Yeah.
You've got Ander Herrera in a back 4.
This is what Jose Mourinho was criticised for.
Yeah.
Defensive football and asking your centre-forwards to do this work.
And I don't think United are playing defensive football for 1 minute. What I'm saying is that they took the lead, they've now dropped off, but actually when they drop off in a structure, drop off in a system, and I think what they're doing, they're almost individuals at this moment in time, where they're just doing their own thing. That's Matic closing the ball down, and then the goalkeeper's another issue.
The goalkeeper. Let's talk about the goalkeeper then.
Well, Ollie first. Ollie came in and was unbelievable, rightly, and deserved the job. Now, I think what he's doing, I think he's looking at his squad. He's changing and rotating his squad. He's looking at his squad. He knows they're not good enough for the top 4.
Yeah.
I think deep down he knows. He knows he's got some real big decisions to make, and it's not just 1 or 2. It's not just Lukaku. It's not just Sanchez. It's maybe 5 or 6 that need to.
And it's big names as well, isn't it? We're talking
It's names that should have...
Paul Pogba.
Yeah. Pogba, you've got Sanchez, you've
Keeper.
got Lukaku, you've got the goalkeeping situation, you've got players beyond that. What's he going to do with Darmian? What's he going to do with Antonio Valencia? What's he going to do with Juan Mata and
probably
Herrera?
get rid of them, wouldn't he?
Well, that's 8 players out your squad that you need to get rid of.
I'm not talking all of them. I'm not saying get rid of everyone.
But
you can't
you know
get rid of everyone.
This squad might need a total rebuild. This squad might need a total...
That doesn't happen in one summer, though, does it?
It doesn't happen in one transfer window. That's 3 or 4 transfer windows. Unai Emery has experienced that. United have done. You can't just go out there. There needs to be now a clear philosophy of what they're going to do.
Let's talk about the goalkeeper specifically then. David De Gea. Bad form, yes.
Yeah.
Bad season, yes. I mean, he went into the World Cup last year as the best goalkeeper in the world.
In the world. Yeah, I mean...
He had a poor World Cup, didn't he?
Yesterday, somebody said to me, he's gone. He's finished. Do you know what I mean? But he's not gone and he's not finished. No. I think what he's done, and we've been there, you lose confidence.
Yeah.
You lose your confidence, you lose your belief, you make mistakes. He's human. He's not a fall from grace at all. This is just someone that's just lost his confidence. And you know what? He's shown a human side to him where one mistake, 3 days later another mistake, and people are now... Does he need to be taken out?
What would you do?
With 2 games left, I would stick with him. I would stick with him. He's got that much credit in the bank from the Player of the Year under David Moyes, Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal. He's got that much credit. I think he's earned the right to say, do you know what, I'm going to stick by this, because ultimately he's not the problem.
There's rumours as well flying around that his head's been turned. He's off to Real Madrid. He's off to PSG, wherever it might be. Do you think that's the case? Do you think because his contract situation is up in the air?
Yeah.
He's still not signed a new deal. He's got a year left. I think they triggered the extension, haven't they? So he's got 1 year left now.
Yeah.
And now's the time, if you are going to sell, where you're going to have to, you're going to get the most money for him.
They can't let him get into that last year of his contract. Because
let him go for nothing.
Because he'll leave for nothing. So ultimately, in 18 months' time, United are losing probably £80 million worth that they can sell. So this is a big summer.
Yeah.
What I would say is, if you said to me now, what's more important, the players that leave or the players that go? Well, the players that leave obviously need to go. But 2 players for me out of this team you cannot afford to lose, and he's one of them. He's one of them. Because who do you replace him with, Matt?
Well...
Jack Butland, Pickford at Everton...
Say he went to Real Madrid and did a swap deal with Courtois.
Yeah, I can see that. But will Courtois come back to the Premier League and play for another team by Chelsea?
United have been linked with Oblak, Atletico Madrid.
Good keeper. Look... Better players than David De Gea has left Manchester United, but what you would say is that if you're losing someone like David De Gea, you've got to bring someone in that's just... The goalkeeping position at Man United, I think it's the most crucial position. We tried so many when Schmeichel left, and they failed, and good keepers failed.
You just said then that David De Gea is one of the 2 players you have to keep.
Yes.
Did you say who the other one was?
Rashford. Yeah.
Who's more important?
Sell Rashford, you might as well take the heart out of the club.
And what do you mean?
He's a homegrown lad.
Yeah.
He's someone that runs his socks off, got quality, that he can become a world-class player. I think what we've seen since probably the last 12 months, we've seen someone grow. You cannot sell your own best players. If you sell your own best, Ollie won't sell him. Trust me, I will put my house on Ollie will not sell Marcus Rashford. Or they will not allow his contract situation.
He hasn't looked overly happy in recent
I don't think
weeks,
he's fit.
Right.
I don't think he's physically fit. I think he's got an injury. That's my... the first 20 minutes or the first half against City, I thought he caused them problems. You know, Company got a booking, he was running in behind. I actually think when you're a homegrown player at Man United, he's taking the whole of the results, the pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And it looks like he looks like to me as if he needs taking out.
He said that after the City game. It's not the...
But I would never, ever... Man United cannot let him go.
OK, let's have a quick look then at the table and the remaining fixtures for these 4 teams. I think you'd fancy Tottenham now, wouldn't you, to be in the top 4?
Yeah.
Just need one win.
Tottenham
guarantees
not
it.
in the equation, really. I mean, you think about the games. Who's got the harder run in there? United have probably got two of the relegated teams.
Chelsea have actually got a difficult run, haven't they? United have to win both.
Yeah.
And if Chelsea win one game, United unlikely then to get in it because of the goal difference. That's why I think it's so difficult for United.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't think Arsenal will win both their games. That's why I think Chelsea are in the driving seat. To be fair, it hangs on the Watford game. If Watford can get a point at Chelsea, I think United will win the last 2 games. And then it makes it a last day of the season job.
So, as is, Tottenham-Chelsea?
Chelsea in the top 4.
Yeah, I think I'm the same as well, yeah, Spurs and Chelsea. OK, it's time for another break. We've seen the PFA Team of the Year. Well, after the break, myself and Phil are going to pick the best of the rest. That's players who are outside of the top 6 teams. We'll do that when we come back very shortly.